going to be a summit camp tonight. The summit now is only just over 400 meters, so it's not that high, but it'll be first time camping there. There's meant to be a nice bit of wind as well, I think up to 20 miles an hour, so that'll be a good test for the tent. Going to be camping on that hill. No, left a bit. Bye. God, it doesn't be long getting cold once you stop moving. Now I just need to find a flat spot to put my tent. This tent is different than my normal, it's not my Lanshan. So I need a little bit bigger space. This is quite sloped ground. And it's lumpy. This is a Vango Xenon ultralight 2-person Force 10 tent. I got it late winter. I've had two frosty camps in it in the garden, but this is my first time having it out in the wild. And this is in the tent. So it's a 2-person. There's my mat, lots of room at the far end. What a place to have it. .360 views. So hoping to get a nice sunset tonight, and then hoping to get a nice sunrise in the morning. It's meant to be cloudy in the morning, so we'll just have to wait and see. I brought these earplugs with me. They're wax earplugs. I'm a pretty light sleeper, so I don't know if you can hear all these little noises. The tent flapping off the heather, and just the tent flapping in general. That would kind of keep me awake or wake me up. So I've tried these at home. They fit in the ears really well, and they do definitely deaden sound, so we'll give them a shot. I'd like to thank Gemma for this most beautiful raspberry bun. Epic. Almost as good as the lemon ones. He was in my shoe this morning. I'm taking down the inner from the outer, and just repacking it away because the inner is pretty dry. A few drops here at the back, but the system here is a bungee cord onto this little clip, so you've got to try and pull that over it, and it's a two-handed job. But in cold weather, I find this really difficult. I remember in wintertime my fingers were just hanging off me trying to do it, and that was in the garden. So if anybody has a knack of how you get that off really easily, that would be appreciated. So there's one clip like this at the back. Most other tents that I've had, so it's very easy to detach that. I suppose these other ones are a weight saving probably. and it goes on much easier. Centre ones are colour coded, red at the front, yellow at the back. This side of the tent was flapping a lot last night, and I just realised I never pegged this one. So if you see what happens when I pull it a bit more, much better. Afternoon campers, I'm going to give this Xenon another try. I'm going to peg it out properly this time. It's meant to be quite windy tonight, so again I have a wonderful farmer friend. Thanks very much, Peter. He's letting me set up my tent here in this field, so I'll have nice views. It's meant to be wet and windy, so looking forward to it. All right, that's a much better looking pitch. I've pegged out all the guy lines and the bottom of each of the poles as well, which I didn't do up in the hills the last day. Yeah, happy with that. I'll be back up later. I'm in the tent. I can't believe the amount of midges that are outside. I had the camera up to record the sunset. I don't think it was a great sunset, but we'll see if I get anything out of it. I came back to my tent and there was literally a swarm at the door. I tried to get in and keep them out, like duck under my fly sheet and zip it around my legs and kick off my wellies outside. But a ton of them are after getting in. Well, I don't know. I feel like I've killed 50 already. The last thing I want is that high-pitched ee in my ear when I'm trying to sleep tonight. It was meant to be windy and raining, which I was looking forward to it, just to see how this tent would hold up. So I wasn't prepared for midges at all. I don't have a head net, I don't have any spray or anything. I've prepared for rain. Anyhow, we'll see. It's a nice pitch, nice and flat. We might have some wind, hopefully, for the morning. I don't fancy having to get out and put down the tent, take down the tent in that. Like, I can see, I don't know, see if you can see them all walking outside. I don't know if you can see that. Good morning. It's around 5:30. I woke up at 10 to 5 again and popped my head out to see if there was any sign of a sunrise happening. So there hasn't been anything at all. Not a touch of red in the sky. And another batch of midges came in with me when I popped my head out. So it rained last night. It lashed rain from about 20 past 11. It seemed to rain for hours. And the wind picked up a bit. But tent was just rock solid all night. Really good. It was a much better pitch. Oh, let me show you the midges that came in. I don't know if you can see them. Tent's still looking very rock solid this morning. So I have most of the inner detached now. I find it's easier to take the very back connectors off coming out to the outside. Just release that a bit. Gonna need 2 hands for this. This is the connector for the inner. So you just clip that off. And the inner is free to go. Same on this side. Hey, I'm heading up to Vango F10 Xenon. It's a bit of a mouthful for an overnight camp. So I've started in Claheen, County Tipperary. So that's the summit up there. It's 653 metres above sea level and it's currently covered in cloud and what looks like probably rain. But the cloud was much lower as I was driving over here. I did think about redirecting to go to the Galties because they were clear.
Anyhow, fingers crossed. So I'm just exuding positivity at the moment that cloud is going to just dissipate. Positivity. Yeah, that's definitely rain. I can see actually the rain on this side of the hill now. I don't know if you'll make it out. It's very grey, isn't it? That's just ominous looking. It sounds nice. Nothing else. I'm trying to stay dry with my rain cover on my bag. Yeah, hopefully no cars passes while I'm like this. I put my rain gear, way down in my bag because it wasn't going to rain. That's just crazy talk. I was so wrong. My tree sprung a leak. Yeah, it's just like it absolutely downpoured. Yep, this is how glamorous wild camping can be. Oh yeah, that rain has stopped. I've taken off all my wet gear now again. It's starting to rain again. Never have I been happier to see a summit. Let's do a 360. There's the Galties over there. Top's well hidden in cloud. This is the cairn on the top, which looks like it's been changed a lot since I was last here. Someone's been doing a bit of digging. Over towards Clonmel. Comer is way off in the distance. And there's the Knockmeal Downs. Knockmeal Down itself there, just after coming out of cloud. Dungarvan in the distance there, the sea. And looking back down all along the south. Right, I have all my stuff unpacked. I've half my warm layers on, and I'm going to start cooking some food. The sky is nice. The clouds over the Galties. That's the Galties over there. It's beautiful. It was a pretty miserable walk up. There's so much rain and it was so heavy. Like, it was biblical. And I wasn't prepared for it. I mean, I had my rain gear, but it was deep down in my bag, so I've just got soaked through. And then when you think it was dry, you take off the layers because it's too hot. You get 5 minutes and then it buckets down again. But it was worth it actually. I can just see the moon up there. Let's see, it's above that cloud, just up there. It's a little crescent moon. And I don't know if you can see the boulders. That's the cairn. So I just came down off the top of Knock Shanahullion, just not to be at the very top of it. Really hard place to find some place to put your tent because there's loads and loads and loads and loads of rocks, and even though it might look like there's nothing there, you walk on it and you can feel a rock underneath. Like there's a rock here, see a depth around it. So I eventually found this spot, which seems to be okay. Hopefully my mat will iron out any bumps that are under it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a sunset tonight. We'll see. I'm going to cook my food. Food time. A couple of sausages from McCarthy's of Kanturk. They're a butcher's, they make their own sausages, and these are absolutely beautiful. And a couple of slices of bread. And despite everything, the egg survived the way up. I thought it would be a bag of egg at the moment, but no, it's good. And I have some stuff for dessert later as well. I doubt anyone else is going to be around here tonight. Sure, look I'm getting better at not being too scared out in these wild camps. Right, eggy egg. Thank you for not breaking on the way up. Time to plate up. Actually, I might just have the outer sausage by itself. That looks disgusting, but it's going to be beautiful.
5 a.m. Wow. Beautiful. This tent is good. I really do like it. It's lovely space on the inside. I know it's a 2-man. Like, it's really good for 1. 2 might be a bit tight, all right. It goes up really quick. Like last night, I needed it to go up quick to get in and get warm. It's the only thing I don't like about it is when you're taking it down, if you have to separate the inner, it's those little clips. They're so hard. My fingers just get sore doing it. I don't know if there's a knack to detaching them, but it's just, it just gets me every time. As usual, leave no trace. That's where my tent was there. Pity about the cloud. At least we got some views through the middle of it. Okay, time to start heading home. It's 6 o'clock. Back up to the top. I'm heading that way, into the grey. I don't know if you can see that, but I think that's a fog bow. Wow. Back in Claheen. That's not Shanahullion. So I bought this tent for 2 main reasons. The first was for 2 people camping, and I think it's too cramped for the 2 of us, especially if the weather is bad and we're in wet gear and we're both trying to get in the tent and take off wet gear. The vestibule is just too small for that malarkey. The second reason then was for solo, windy, bad weather camping. I reckon it would suit that just fine. It's a really quick pitch, which proved itself on one of the camps. So there's lots of room in the inner too, but I just don't like the entrance. I find it difficult. The flap over the door, it just seems to catch me every time. I don't know what it is, because it looks like there's lots of room. And then there's the way that the inner is connected to the outer. This is my biggest issue with the tent. Every time I disconnect, my fingers are stinging from getting bungee snapped onto them. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe there is a better way, but that's my experience of it. So the bottom line is that the tent is moving on. I've been reading and watching reviews of lots of tents, and I think I've found the one. I camped in it last night, and that video is coming out soon. So stay tuned. And if you've been watching this video to this far, then fair play to you. Thanks a million.